Welcome to the We Out Here MMA show. We got a wonderful cast today. We got all sorts of food. Everyone, take out your props that we discussed before the show. I got a pineapple. I got a pineapple. Alright, guess I'm the only one talking about what I got.
Got green tea and a green ball.
This guy, green. He got watermelon. He got Alex card. Yeah. What's up, everyone?
Hey, welcome to
the We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show up and now podcast and stream this weekend. Raise your hand if you have a child that plays soccer. Lies, all of you. No one has a child that plays soccer. But I do have a pineapple, and this pineapple is going to represent UFC 262. Whoever has the most picks next week will get a pineapple from Hawaii delivered to your house. So make sure you comment down below your picks, and also you guys too as well. We have a wonderful show today, guys. I'm here with my husbands. I'm here with Alec Acosta. And if you can tell, the guy's looking fresh. His room's looking great because, you know, the ladies like it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Carhartt all over my body, baby. Let's get it.
Not a sponsor, so let's bleep that out. Also below, we got, one of my favorite husbands of all time. This guy's name is Nick the Ear. People talk about his ears, but I talk about that one dimple because the other side doesn't have one. That's kind of weird. You have AIDS.
That's actually a correlation between people that have one dimple always ends with AIDS.
And there you go. And guys,
special nipples.
Special guest.
Nipples are medium, bro. Okay.
You got me. I got the large areolas. The next guest, I actually heard he has one areola and it covers both nipples. It's just a giant target on his chest. Guys, give it up for the Grandmaster himself, Mexican martial arts, aka Vincent, hashtag FreeDiego.
I didn't realize it said that.
Hey, FreeDiego, fool.
My Sharpie ran out.
Give it up for Vincent Vera.
Hey, what's up with it? They have great handwriting, by the way.
Hey, free my boy Diego in the slums. Free my boy Diego locked down in the pen. You know what I'm saying? We out here for you, grinding for you. You know what I'm saying? Pouring out for the homie. That's on gang and that's on set. Let's get it.
Also, shout out to John Danaher in Puerto Rico. What's up? Shout out to the new gym. All
of a sudden you care about them, huh?
Yeah,
they care about you. You like John Danaher?
Do I follow Flow Grappling? I think I do.
Now you do, right?
Hey, but we were talking before the show, and Vince started going like some hands. I was like, oh, my boy kind of got them paws on him.
Dude, hey, what's your favorite shot? You go, what do you 1-2 hook? What do you do? What do you do when you're in the club?
Oh, I mean, when you're at your daughter's soccer game.
I don't want to give away any secrets in case someone rolls up, but I kind of like that side kick.
Oh shit!
Keep the distance, bro.
He does one side kick. I'm so sorry. Do you mind leaving my lawn? Do you mind leaving my lawn, please? Please leave my lawn. Guys, we have a lot to talk about today. We got a lot of news. Last week we talked about our boy Joshua Fabia, but we have another person here with us who's going to give us his take on all the craziness. There's more videos that have surfaced. We're going to talk about some actual other fights and other MMA events because you guys get angry when we don't talk about Bellator, ONE FC, or any of the three-lettered acronym fight championship, whatever you call them, leagues. Also,
start a four-letter one.
What's a four-letter one? Go.
I mean,
Ultimate Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
I call it.
I mean, all of them are 3 letters. ONE FC is like fucking. Isn't that like 7 letters?
That's 5, man. You just embarrassed yourself.
Bellator, that's definitely not 3.
That's like ONE FC. What is that? 7 letters? Or 5?
Bellator. What is that? Like 13 letters, bro? Like,
actually, what is it? Who can name it first?
Where does Bellator even come from, dude? What kind of
it's a bull.
That?
How many?
8?
Yeah.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
Damn, not 13.
So basically, what a Bellator is,
like Rain Man.
I don't like this
Back in the day, there used to be bulls that stood up on their back feet, and they used to have a ring right here, and that's a Bellator.
That's the Chicago Bulls mascot. Anyways, we also have this past weekend's main event, UFC on ESPN 24 or 26. I still don't know which card that was because I think they almost...
It was so boring.
Talk about the worst fucking promoted pay-per-view card. The UFC didn't even have faith in their card.
Guys, we'll get to that, but also
no. I'm going to
do our picks for UFC 262. The Chandler of Michael returns to win. We'll get into that a little later. But guys, let's do our fight recap. No cap. We have UFC on ESPN 24 or 26. We don't know. It was the main event was Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson. I believe that fight had almost three cards change or 4 fights changed on that card.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which Nick was saying earlier, it was one of the worst promoted cards ever because they didn't know what to promote. I think that was the problem.
And so you know what they did? They promoted nothing. That's what they did. On their own fucking website, we can't even find the fight card, you know?
Yeah.
On the website they had one fight, and it was like the second prelim, early prelim.
No, it was like the fucking first one or some shit.
The guy won, by the way. Okay. The Asian guy won.
I know.
That's right. That's why I almost didn't
guy.
stream. Like the week leading up, I was like, I always do that. Like, okay, who's fighting? What does it look like? And then I kind of prep for it. And then I almost thought there wasn't going to be a card this week. I forgot because there was no info about it.
Yeah. It was kind of empty. Let's talk
bullshit,
about
huh?
Look, I think Vincent, you said it. We were all saying it earlier. This card was kind of a dud, and I hate saying that because I appreciate all fights, but I think just the collection, there were no ups and downs. It was kind of just at a constant low.
It was more boring than Whitaker versus Gastelum, if you ask me.
Wow, this guy's tape on his
fight
shirt.
was kind of lit though.
That was one of the best fights, you loser. Anything that stuck out, guys? Here, I guess for me, the big thing from that card was Donald Cerrone versus Alex Morono. Morono, good job though. Like coming in last minute, was that 5 days notice?
Good job though.
Hey, good job though. Winning the fight. It was sad to see Donald Cerrone just not get the W, even though it was last minute. It was kind of sad.
I'm thinking Morono's like homies with Fabia, and it's just all a big ruse to get Diego out of the picture or something. I don't know.
Dude, wait. Elaborate on this theory. I like this. What is the story behind
theory?
that?
Well, one of the things that I was saying during my stream, which I don't know if I want to say as myself right now, I'm fine saying it as Jesse, but like I was thinking about how it was very interesting how wait, hold up, let me.
What is this guy doing?
Shit.
I was thinking about it, and like when I was watching like the whole thing play out, I thought like that when Diego Sanchez was telling everybody, hey, like look out just in case something happens to me, I go missing or whatever. I think the UFC's after me. I think they want to put a wrap on me, I started thinking, I wonder if someone's in his ear, saying to put eyes on the UFC. That way, if he goes missing, they don't look at this fool. They get him in like what's it called? A foxcatcher kind of situation, so that they can stop this one fool. That's what I was thinking, but I would never say that as myself. So I don't know.
Hey, can I just say, from an actor's perspective, fantastic transition right there.
Yeah,
wow.
Dick, that was good, Dick.
I didn't think you would
do commercials.
That was like so quick.
I've tried. They said no. So
Hollywood said no, thank you.
Hey, I bet you anything you can get in a Fabuloso commercial, bro.
I learned about
100%.
Fabuloso today. Jeez.
I faked one in one of my videos. I pretended that they sponsored me, and I made like a whole minute thing about them. But that was it.
He's like, and then I got sued, and
I got sued, lost my house, and that's it. I go to soccer games.
It's like all of a sudden I have a kid that plays soccer, so I got something to say. So I saw a cool post, okay, and this is for Nick and Gilbert because you guys love this guy so much. It said Conor McGregor has won one fight out of his last 5, and that one fight is against Donald Cerrone, who's lost 5 straight fights. So Conor, get the fuck out my sport. You're not welcome here, and I hate you.
Is that the one that said like hard pills to swallow?
Yeah,
or something like
Yeah,
that?
I saw that one today too.
Or did we learn that maybe Conor 2.0 can fight Alex Morono next? Maybe that's a good matchup. We don't know. That's a money fight for sure. I guess, Phil Hawes won. Gregor, he looked good.
What about Gregor Gillespie, dude? Let's talk about that fucking guy.
You talk about it, 'cause I have
Gregor's
nothing to say about him.
Oh, did you watch the fight though?
I did.
What happened?
Dude, with
Gil?
going off of your haircut, going off of how his haircut's not finished, I'm pretty sure he didn't watch the fight.
No, Gil. How did it happen? How did he win? What was the method?
Are you familiar with Kamaru?
Tell me the story.
Are you
dude.
familiar? No, do you know what a Kamaru is? Kamaru's mod? Kamaru's mod?
Oh, yeah. The welterweight champion of the world? Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't in that fight. All right, so
Fuck you. Hey, you know what? Fuck you. How about that? That's bullshit.
hey, who do you want? Hey, just say who do you want.
Hey,
Gregor
comment
next.
below if you think Gilbert watched the fight.
I know who I want.
Great.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you who I want,
fight
Gregor.
next.
Dillashaw all day.
No, I'll tell you who he should fight next. You ready?
What?
And this is for real. I'm 100%. He should
What?
fight Islam Makhachev.
Come on, bro. You beat me to it, dog.
That's an actual fight that should happen because Islam's trying to get up higher. I think Gregor's ranked a little higher, or they're close to each other. He wins that fight, then that's easy to give Islam Makhachev another, top because no one's trying to fight him. So he just needs to fight right now. I feel like he just needs to get volume of fights in because at some point they'd be like, all right, whatever. No one wants to fight him. Here's a fucking title shot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if he beats someone like Gregor, who is supposedly that he would remember before he got knocked out by Kevin Lee. Oh, this guy's like the biggest test for Khabib because of his wrestling. If he can beat that guy, bro, why not?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Or, dare I say it, the winner of Beneil and Tony, which we'll talk about later. I think that's a good one, but that's just me.
I think that's a formality, right? Tony's on the way out.
Yeah. That's a formality.
Hey, I think
R.I.P.
because y'all ain't gonna disrespect my man's Tony like that.
Oh, you're a Tony fan?
We'll
Kinda.
save it.
Hot take.
Welcome to the We Out Here Morning News at 8:06 p.m. Josh Diego. Who's Josh?
Might as well call him that now.
I know, right?
I'm gonna call him Joshua Labia, aka Fabia, releases more videos of their training. So guys, I'm gonna have play this for the audience just so they can take a little look-see.
Oh my.
Oh, high tech.
Oh shit!
I think this is the video.
Just terrible punching technique as well.
The video that has been making the rounds online, and the internet is destroyed. I don't know how this guy isn't crying every night.
Once he starts kicking.
This.
Ugh.
What do you think about this, Vincent?
When you see the clip with audio, it makes your stomach hurt. It feels gross when you hear the flesh hitting the flesh. There's clips. It's weird.
They got other videos with that like that too. Come on. Just terrible form, dude. Just very taekwondo-y.
But no, his style,
which is fine.
His style is not to turn the hips though, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's true. He doesn't do a
His
Muay Thai
kicks look
style
better
kick.
than mine. Shit.
Anyone have thoughts on this? A lot of these, videos been popping out. Not everyone's talking about it way more. Alex, we'll start with you first. Just general thoughts on what happens next for Diego. He seems like he's pretty locked into this dude, so I don't know what happens next.
This is what I like to say to people because people I've hung out with people I can't believe that guy's such a liar, or just examples, right? I always say this is my example. There's movies about weird people. There's movies about weird liars and people that do weird shit. I'm like, where do you think they get these ideas for these people? There's real people in the real world that are like this. So Joshua Fabia is a real world cult leader. It's just it's weird to see because he took advantage of somebody that's low key famous. Not he's not famous, but in our world, MMA,
a well respected fighter. So,
and it's
talking shit. Dude.
Even from the beginning, Diego. You could always tell he was a little
off
different. Yeah, off different. I want to say weird because, I'm weird, Vincent's fucking weird, you know what I'm saying? Sorry for cursing because monetization, but
what about me and Gil? You think we're weird?
So basically back to what I was saying, Diego, you could tell that if someone like this was gonna come into MMA and take advantage of somebody, I'm not surprised that it was Diego that's getting taken advantage of. And I am so stupid that I did not realize that Vincent's shirt, FreeDiego, was because of this Diego Sanchez.
Wait, what? Did you think there was an actual movement?
I literally thought maybe one of Vincent's friends, Diego. So that's why I was going so hard with free him from the pin and shit. I actually thought one of his homies was down bad. But
hey, this is Morgan Freeman's voice. And that was the moment Alex realized he's dumb as fuck.
Hey, bro, low
That's
key,
a good Morgan, bro. That was a good Morgan.
It sucks because it's bro, I wish it's hard. It's crazy to think that Diego won't listen to anybody. That's how much he has this. That's how much Labia has him wrapped around his finger. It's like he won't listen to anybody. Like it's crazy. I feel like where is Diego's family at, right? Like where is his where's his family being like, yo, maybe you should listen to some of these other people, or like he really is taking advantage of this guy. And then when you see training videos like that, bro, it's like that is like the most shout out to McDojo, but that's like the most McDojo style shit that you can see. That's the same exact shit when the people are doing these energy shit and the people are fucking flying, and it's the same shit, bro. Hang upside down. Let me sock you and kick you in your fucking head because this is gonna help you fight. It's like what the fuck is?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, really quick.
This is the rationale here, okay? So you guys need to also put some fucking respect on Joshua Fabia a little bit, okay? So when you're hanging upside down, where does the blood go?
To your foe.
Head,
oh
yeah.
shit!
If you could take shots to your head while it's filled up with blood, when you're fighting in the cage and you could take shots without blood rushing to your head, that's a good. It's like altitude training, bro.
I like how
train
Nick's
with the
doing
blood
this.
on top.
That's what Joshua Fabia does too when he explains something.
Don't train with Nick the Ear. It's the same methods. It is
Wait till we
literally.
get our
Nick
pull-up
today
bar
was
set up
punching
and our
my
gravity
fucking
boots.
forehead. Yeah.
We're gonna get some gravity boots set up, and we're gonna be doing this stuff, and we're gonna really see how well you guys take shots. Because
All right, fine. Also
that's
get
where
closer
real
to the
training
mic.
comes
Get
from.
closer to the mic too, though. You know.
And that's
I
where
really-
the real training comes from.
Thank you.
So that's just what I'll say.
I just want to say one more thing
Wait,
too.
hold on. Let's get to Vincent really quick. I want to get his because he's wearing the actual official FreeDiego merch that you can actually buy at freediego.com.
I do want to say that. Yeah,
Let's get
if
your
you
2
wanna-
cents. Let's get your 2 cents. Go ahead.
I do want to plug, if you want to get the shirt, please DM me, and I am selling these shirts right now.
How much are they?
They are. It's a case by case basis.
When I'm not out of tape, I can make them.
Computer paper.
All proceeds go to me making more videos to talk about Diego. But I think that when I first was exposed to Fabia, I was like, you know what? Who he reminds me of, and this is like 100%. He reminded me of Eddie Bravo. Like when Eddie Bravo came onto the scene, if you just saw that dude, if you didn't know anything about, like, I feel like Eddie Bravo was like this endearing guy. Everybody loves him because of
Underground
getting
King,
to know
bro.
him. On the what?
Underground King. Oh, Eddie Bravo. I'm thinking Eddie
Bravo,
Alvarez.
bro. Oh my!
Oh no, Eddie Bravo. Yeah. And everybody started
Keep
to
going.
love him and get to know him and everything because he opened up and they knew him like as a person because of the Joe Rogan podcast. But when you just see him, when you just see footage of him rolling and training back in the day, he's got the long hair and he's like doing all these weird poses and he's like smoking and stuff during training. You kind of see these two guys. I remember in a video, I think I even put them side by side and it looked like the same dude. I talked about this and everyone thought Eddie Bravo was weird. Everyone's like, what's Joe Rogan doing? Are they like together? Like, what is this? And there's all the memes about him and stuff. And then I was like, I was actually kind of talking like Nick right now. I was saying, I made a video talking about give Fabia some credit. People were hating on Eddie Bravo too. And now they're giving him respect because they gave him some time to flourish. And now I kind of have to recant.
I gotta backtrack a lot.
I feel
He's like,
bad.
I accidentally stepped over the line.
It's like another Steven Seagal kind of thing now. It went from Eddie Bravo to Seagal. Like it's not tried and tested. I do feel like Bravo kind of ruined his legacy because now all anybody talks about is throw sand. But I feel like Fabia's more on that Seagal trajectory.
That's a good point. Maybe you shouldn't completely retract that. What if we wait one more year and this is all like, I don't know, like legit.
Diego Sanchez is UFC lightweight champion. Of the world.
Michael Chandler is just on the ground tapping. I don't know. This could be
Death
all-
touch. He's dad. He dies.
Oh, what if Diego's first move is that right when they ring the bell? You know how like he tried to do the whole Masvidal thing and run for a knee? What if he just grabs the cage, flips upside down, and hangs upside down and goats the guy to come in and then uses his head just to
And then the
bobble
guy
away?
knocks himself out because his skull is so hard now from all the conditioning.
Yeah.
When he punches him, it radiates to him and hits his jaw and knocks him out. And then Diego floats like a vampire, and pins him with his hand on his chest. And the ref hits 1, 2, 3. And then we all wake up because it's all a weird dream.
And this is real MMA analysis.
Hey, did you guys hear what Donald Cerrone said about Joshua Fabia?
Yeah,
He said that his friends were at the bar, and he started talking about this whole death punch shit again, and his friend beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? More people do that. Like,
Hey, don't promote that on our show.
Bro, to me, it's like dangerous though, kind of, because regular, like he, you see he has these videos of other people that he's training. It's like, bruh, like.
Hey, some people want to be led, bro. And if they can't distinguish who is right and who is like sketchy, then hey, that's on you. He's
a good talker. I bet you anything he can sell the fuck out of retail.
He kind of sells the fuck out of me.
He makes people believe him. I'm a good salesman, and I can see a good salesman when I see one. Yeah. When I hear one talk, and he's definitely a good salesman.
You're also humble.
Because I'm a good salesman, so I can tell when someone's full of bullshit, and he's full of bullshit.
All right, well, let's get on to the next. Also, Diego. Oh, Nick, what did you say?
No, nothing. I just said, like, it doesn't matter because he's gonna be gone.
Yeah,
this is his 15 minutes.
We'll see. I do feel bad for Diego because something that somebody pointed out that I thought was kind of important is this guy kind of came into Diego's life at a very vulnerable time in his life when everyone else was turning their back on him and didn't want to have nothing to do with him. They gave up on him. So I feel like Diego, and again, I'm stealing this from somebody. I watched a video earlier. I can't remember what channel it was, but Diego, I think, kind of feels like he kind of owes him now because he was there for him and he doesn't want to, like, Diego's too nice of a guy to turn his back on him now. So he's just like his homie. So it's
I saw that, right? Like he came in, like it was right when Diego was getting like divorced and all that type of shit. And then this guy popped up. But also what also makes me sad is that guy, Joshua Fabia, probably saw that and saw that he was an easy target.
He's that kind of guy.
Like, you know what? Let me You can tell he's super egotistical. So in his head, he's like, yo, if I can get this UFC fighter on my side, it's only going to help build my name. I'm sure that's what he's thinking, right? So, I mean, it is, but it's doing it in the wrong way because that's why he came into that fighter meeting. And the first thing he says, he starts talking about himself. It's not even about Diego. So let's cut the shit. You guys talking shit about me. No one even wants to ask me my name. It's like, bruh.
Shout out to Paul Felder.
Yeah, Paul Felder, bro, you're a fucking pimp, bro. Being like, I didn't sign up for your fucking lecture class.
If I could say one more thing about Joshua Fabia, if any one of us had 5% of the confidence that he has, I think we could take over the world, bro.
Oh,
the confidence in that man.
He believes himself.
Is,
bro.
This guy.
Yeah.
I kind of want to believe what he has to say sometimes.
Just to even jump on that a little more, not only is it like the silly, I think we see like obviously the sadness of Diego kind of trapped in the situation, #FreeDiego, and also how crazy Joshua Fabia is. I think it's even getting to more now serious legal territory. There was a recent interview where Diego was talking about obviously how UFC is gonna, is coming after him. We talked about it a little earlier, but I think part of it also is because he was worried because they're trying to out Dana White and Sean Shelby.
I saw that shit, right?
Like sleeping with female fighters, which look, I don't know if that's true or not true. Maybe, but the fact that they're trying to like put that out there right now, it's like, bro, you're trying to go up against the UFC legal machine. You're gonna get destroyed.
That's what's dangerous, bro.
Didn't Dana's mom rat him out for that? That he was sleeping with card girls? Like it was a well-known thing. Have you guys ever seen that?
I didn't see the mom thing, but I've heard rumors.
Yeah, she went on camera, was telling all these stories about him that he would. I don't know. I thought it was pretty well.
But even Brendan Schaub, remember Brendan Schaub kind of made that little comment at the end of the Ronda shit. He's
Eskimo
like
Eskimo
brothers and shit.
Then he outed Joe Rogan after that.
Just to wrap this up, I think we all probably felt similar to when we saw, or had the same feeling when we saw Diego on Anthony Smith's podcast where Diego starts crying. So this man is crying because in his heart, and which is I also believe is true, he's thinking I gave my whole life, so much of my life, my body for UFC, and they won't even talk to me. But I think he's just so mentally blocked off, not understanding why the UFC does not want to engage with him. It's because of literally the man standing next to him. So if he can just break that barrier, which I hope he does, I think we all hope he does, that he can just move past this and, I don't know, reconcile with so many different people. That's wild. All right, guys, just talk a little bit about some MMA outside of the UFC. Did you guys watch the Anthony Rumble Johnson fight? Because he almost got knocked out, but the boy came back and destroyed that guy with a right. Was it a right? I think it was a right.
Yep. Yeah. It was the same thing that Kamaru Usman did, and they're not teammates anymore, but I mean, same thing. The fucking little left hook to pull down that guard, little dip, and just boom, hit him with that bink. You know what I'm saying?
Athletic. Do you like Anthony Johnson, Vincent?
I
We'll take
kind
that
of
as a
like
no. We'll take that as a no.
I was about to say no.
I didn't. I'm very, very, very late to the game. I didn't really watch UFC a whole lot when he was super active, and then I already had it set in my mind not to like him because he was going to fight Metal. So I don't really have anything to say about him.
Well, he did knock out a 170-pound Asian man back in the day, and that was
That wasn't cool. That wasn't
Dude, Johnson, bro. He's a bro. That Glover fight, when he looks like he throws the uppercut at 30% and sends Glover's tooth flying, and Glover literally going to sleep. Like, that's how hard that guy hits, bro. I mean, you've seen it. He got rocked. He recovered, came back, and just hit him with that bink, bro. And it's just game over. You can't handle that Johnson power, bro.
I did
and
wanna,
plus he did steroids. Sorry, my bad.
He did?
I mean, when he was, remember he retired and he got huge. He made the comments that he was on shit. That's why he had to wait a while to get back into the testing pool for UFC, because it was still going to be in his system.
I forgot about that. He was actually becoming like a bodybuilder, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but I still love Johnson, bro. That's my guy right there. I was so happy when he put that boy on his ass. I was like, you.
So he moves on in the tournament. So hopefully he'll get it. I think he was supposed to fight. What's his name? Yoel. So he'll probably fight the winner of I don't know who, but it's definitely going to be a name fighter.
He's going to fight Nemkov.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since you guys saw it and I didn't, I am curious to ask someone who saw it. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but I couldn't bother myself to look up anything outside of the UFC.
Ask us.
Do you think that, based on how Rumble did during this fight, that he would have beat Yoel, or would you think Metal would have won? Too good.
Metal. So Metal. I don't know if Metal would, because his last couple fights, Metal looked a little weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his last fight with Izzy. Yeah, exactly. You know, he don't wrestle, bro. And I feel like if Metal's gonna like trying to fucking strike with Johnson, I think Johnson knocks out everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know who Metal is, but
Yoel Romero.
He said Metal.
Metal.
I'm saying METAL. Metal.
And that was the moment that Alex realized is dumb as fuck.
Hey, bro.
Shawshank Redemption.
In the middle of me talking, I like just looked down at Vincent's shirt. I'm like, oh, that's what that's for.
Hey, man. Also on that same card, I feel like I've been following this fighter since his UK days. MVP finishes with a head kick. I don't even know who the fighter was. I think his name was Derek Anderson. Have you seen this, Vincent? I'm gonna show you really quick.
No, I don't watch anything that's not UFC.
Follow this guy. Okay, so MVP. This guy slips the wrong way. Does a round kick to the face. No.
He got DC'd.
Yep.
But not. Look at this. Look at his face.
Oh.
Look at his nose.
My guy, when you slip the right way.
They give him that turned up nose.
I know. Hey, you want to know why you don't ever? I know Gilbert's like, I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, you can't really name any of Michael Venom Paige's opponents.
Lima.
Yeah, and what happened to him when he fought Lima?
He slept on the canvas. His dad passed away.
Yeah, he slipped and went straight to sleep.
We all have fathers. Nick, do you have any interest in seeing MVP in the UFC? Just have him fight some real competition, or you kind of just stay in Bellator?
Yeah, I'd like to see him fight some guys at. He's 170, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to see him fight some guys at the UFC.
185.
But he said what?
He's 170.
But I think he's fought both, so he can go back and forth.
Neil Magny pieces his ass up. I'm telling you right now.
Not. I feel like the guys he fought, there's tougher competition in the UFC. I think
for sure,
definitely.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see all these guys in other leagues just come to UFC. So when you get here, that's where you really get to see what happens.
Douglas Lima is fucking legit though. Like he would do well.
Douglas Lima came over. He's nasty, bro. Douglas Lima is good, bro.
Yeah, I like him.
I feel like you guys are like talking about soccer players right now. I don't even.
Yeah. We kind of are.
I
guarantee there's a Douglas Lima who plays.
When people
for
talk
Manchester
about soccer
United or something.
When people talk about soccer to me, I go,
That was the moment when Vincent realized I don't know nothing about UFC.
And he just also realized that he's not going to his daughter's soccer game.
Yeah, he's coming to LA. We're all gonna pull in money, get you a ticket to fly to LA. All right, guys, let's get to our quick pick picks with Lift God Acosta. I said Alex Lift God Acosta, Nick the Ear Dunn, and also Vincent Grandmaster Vera. Let's start with our main event, UFC 262. Little mix up here. We're supposed to have Diaz the co-main event with Leon Embers, but that got moved. So we'll see you guys at 263 for that. But the main event right now for the lightweight championship. I can't believe one of these guys will be the lightweight champion when it probably could have been Poirier. But we're here now, guys. We have Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. Still very excited for this. We'll start with you, Nick. Who do you have for this fight, and how do you see it going?
All right. I initially had Charles Oliveira.
Uh-oh, he's about to ruffle some feathers.
Here we
All the
go.
birds, be careful.
Here we go.
Thinking about the style and the weapons that Michael Chandler possesses, I feel like because he has the takedowns in his pocket, right? He's a very good wrestler. He has an amazing pace. He has very good scrambling abilities. He may not have the best submission defense, but we're going to find out. I think it's going to be good enough. But the fact that he can take and control the pace of where he wants to take the fight, I feel like that gives Michael Chandler the advantage. Against a guy like Charles Oliveira, does he look great? Has he improved a lot since like we've seen him in the past fighting in the octagon? Yes, definitely. And he's fought some great competition in Tony Ferguson. He beat Kevin Lee. Those are really big wins. And I just feel like he's going to have a hard time controlling the pace of the fight when he's fighting a guy like Michael Chandler. Wherever the fight goes, I feel like Michael Chandler will be able to dictate that just because of his takedowns alone. And I feel like he has enough of a wrestling base and pressure to kind of open him up a little bit on the ground and not put himself in situations where he can get subbed pretty easily, right? With the stand-up, I think it's kind of a wash. I think it's going to be like a 50-50 in the stand-up. But in the grappling, I gave it like a 70-30 to Michael Chandler.
Wow.
So with those numbers,
Wow.
I'm going to give it to Michael Chandler. I never thought I'd say this.
Me either.
And I never thought Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira would be fighting for the UFC title, at least in this year. I did not think that was going to happen. But it's happening.
Wow.
My pick is Michael Chandler.
Well said, Nick, but we do have to retract that whole answer because you have a schlong behind you. So unfortunately, your answer does not. Like you got something on your ear, and it's a testicle, little testicle. But
little heart. It's shaped like a heart.
I like fell asleep during that response because it's like so wrong.
Oh, but guess what, hey, Alex? Guess what? You won't fall asleep for this one, Vincent. How about we interject some caffeine into Alex? Tell us your thoughts on the Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira. Drink that green tea. Hashtag green tea, Kirkland. Vincent, who do you got? Surprise us.
I was this close to doing the same thing as Nick. I've been going for Charlie, and I am very concerned. I almost flip-flopped, but I'm gonna stay with my original pick. I think I look at Michael Chandler like it's almost like Charles Oliveira is like an NBA player and Michael Chandler's like the college guy. And I feel like, but here's why.
I'm going to deep throat this out of anger.
Hey, your boy wide awake now. Let's go.
Look, I think there's a good reason. You know how like the NBA plays at a different pace. They want to do 360 dunks. They want to show off a little bit. The college guys are more hungry. They're more fast paced. They get in there more. They fight for the ball. I feel like that's Michael Chandler. I feel like he's gonna come in with some raw enthusiasm. He's gonna push the pace. Like everything Nick was saying, I agree with. I think he's gonna come in really energetic.
Yeah, keep rubbing your chin. What are you going to say? You going to change it? Once it's said here, it's said here.
I'm trying to remember why I'm still going for Charles Oliveira. So
that's a problem right now if you're already doing that.
There's all the things that Nick said, And then I just really don't want to change my pick. So I'm going to say Charles Oliveira.
Wow. This guy
Taking
stayed.
by his guns, yo. I like it.
He stayed the course.
I
Alex,
thought he was going to fall off, bro.
I thought he was going to fall off because, Nick, I will say that's probably one of your best answers you've given in all of our history of this show.
And wait for me to be wrong, dude.
Let's take it to our resident Charles Oliveira nanny. Alex used to work for Charles' family. He took care of his kid. Alex, give us your thoughts on why Michael Chandler will be champion. I don't want to hear about anything else.
First of all, Vincent has the most flexible green apple I've ever seen in his hand.
It's a stress ball, bro.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't squeeze it like that, then bite it.
Hey, he accidentally bites it and explodes. Here's the thing. Michael Chandler's not going to be a lightweight champion.
Okay, cool. Who
Let me tell you why. Because it's either he's going to start getting pieced up on the feet, and he's going to be like, oh, shit, let me take a shot. He's going to take a shot. His head's going to be off to the side, and Charles Oliveira's going to go, like, like this. And his head's going to be right here, and then Charles Oliveira's just going to, fall down and just,
oh, wow, guillotine.
Gable grip,
choke the shit out of him, right? And then this is the best part, because when Charles Oliveira wins, he goes,
that is a pretty good celebration,
Answer, bro.
I want to change mine too.
Bro,
I want the champion to do this.
And when he wins, he goes,
Bro, what is that from, yo? Like,
Him.
what do you think that's about?
Him.
if
I know
if
it's
a
from
man,
him, but like, what is it? What is it? come
if a
from?
man
It's that flow state.
literally goes like this after he wins, he's never losing again. So, I mean, there's no way Michael Chandler beats this guy. Literally. Striking wise, he's going to get pieced up. I personally think so. The front kicks are going to be there all day for him because he's long. I know Dan Hooker's a good striker, but Dan Hooker was, because Charles Oliveira is so good on the ground, he goes forward all the time. He don't care if he gets taken down. Same thing with Kevin Lee. He just went forward. Kevin Lee has good wrestling. He's like, oh, I'm going to go forward. I pray you take me down. Clay Guida, good wrestling. He's like, I hope you take me down, right? And he's long. He has really good submissions, especially people that taking shots. And I think with someone like Michael Chandler, who's small and is going to bull rush him, he's going to come in real fast, and Charles Oliveira is going to be able to go this gable grip, lock guard, flamenco on the side, and then yeah.
That was weird. Look, that was really
Bad
weird.
way to finish a guillotine, by the way.
Yeah, that's the worst way you can do that. I didn't even see what you were doing.
Charles Oliveira's the champ, and then Dustin Poirier goes up there and beats him, and then Justin Gaethje goes up there, beats Poirier, and then Justin Gaethje's going to defend the belt 4 times, and then he's going to retire. That's the story for the UFC lightweight championship from 2022.
Here's
But you skipped something. You skipped something. You skipped between what happens with Dustin and Connor. Like, you skipped that part.
Connor's literally won 1 fight, and it was against Cowboy in the last 5 fights. I mean, that should answer who's.
Why you gotta bring up old shit, bro?
Fight.
Like, you always gotta bring up old shit.
Yeah, that is weird how
that
you always
should
base
answer-
It's always weird how you base everything on like past experiences, but not like current.
Yeah, bro. Like move forward, man. Like, just look to the future a little bit.
Yeah,
this
you
guy,
didn't
bro.
think
Like,
we're on Connor.
How am I gonna trust someone that didn't know what FreeDiego meant? Literally in this time and culture we're in MMA, you didn't know it. And look at your face.
That was the moment he realized, fuck me.
that's when he realized he didn't read the show notes. Yo.
All I know is that me and Vincent are right. Charles Oliveira, do Bronx.
Here's
my wiggly shoulder, man.
Here's why you're right and you're wrong. One, the reason the dance was the best. That was the best talking point.
That's
the dance
the best,
is the best.
dude.
But why you're wrong?
That's why he's gonna win. I think.
I don't have to repeat this. Literally, why you're wrong is because everything Nick said. I think Nick took careful attention to all the small details. The fact that Vincent
Obviously
almost picked Michael Chandler, but he's too like his ego, he couldn't get out of his own head and still had to stick with his pick. Bro, Michael Chandler. Nick, we were talking about earlier, even the possibility of Charles Oliveira maybe not being mentally there like Michael Chandler. Like we've seen some of the past finishes where he's lost. It's kind of like, huh? What?
If it doesn't go his way, sometimes you could see him waver a little bit, right? Yeah. You see him waver.
And you're going against an American wrestler. Those guys.
And everybody wants to think that he smashed out Kevin Lee. It was a back and forth fight.
It was back and forth.
It was a very back and forth fight until he caught him with that guillotine.
Excuse me.
And then Kevin Lee kept wrestling afterward too. He was fine.
And Kevin Lee's not really known for his heart that much, according to Grandmaster Habib. You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
And Habib knows all, bro. You know what I mean? So that's just
you guys are talking about y'all are talking about when he loses. Can y'all tell me the last time he lost?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Once again, talking about the past, bro. It's the future now. So we need to talk about Michael Chandler.
The last time he lost.
Let me tell you this. Anytime we've talked about it, when anyone's on a streak, Tony Ferguson, when you're on a really solid streak, it has to fall down at some point. You look at the Dogecoin. The Dogecoin and cryptocurrency was at a peak. What happened after SNL? Big dip. You always hit a dip. And unfortunately, I hate that it's happening for Oliveira right now. He's on the dip. Michael Chandler, only one fight. He's on the rise. He doesn't lose the second fight in his UFC career. So for that reason, Alex, you've been eliminated from the show.
Damn, he hasn't lost since fucking
that's too many.
2017.
I told you I hate when it's like that's too many.
Against
it's kind of like
he lost to Paul Felder. In 2017.
And look who's
gonna actually killed him too.
And look who's gonna be at the card. Paul Felder.
And look, y'all. Okay,
he doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to say.
Hey, all I'm finna say is me and Vincent finna be on the beach eating our pineapples when we get these pineapples. That's what I'm saying.
Shoot. Just a reminder for everyone watching right now. Remember, for guys on the show, this is what at stake for UFC 262. So make sure your picks are correct so you can win the We Out Here Golden Pineapple.
We're gonna make one of those videos where we open it just by rolling it.
I know, huh? Oh yeah, and I see that. And then it pulls out.
Hey, can someone cut what Vincent just did by doing this and keep repeating it? Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, editor. Got caught, buddy. And then cut in, Nick Schlong photo there. All right, guys, moving to the co-main event. We got Tony, 36 Ferguson versus Benel Dariush.
36 Ferguson.
Is he 36? How old is he?
38, bro.
So.
Oh my gosh, 38?
37.
Dude,
he's like 52 in training years.
Oh, straight up. We'll start with Alex on this one. Alex, we have Tony Ferguson and we have Benel Dariush. Who are you feeling? Who do you got? And also, who has a better tan? Keep in mind, one of them is from the Middle East.
All right, so I'm going to say this.
Keep in mind.
Because we did talk about this a little bit. And I got to be, if I'm going to talk shit about Conor, I got to keep it G with everybody, okay? The last fight that Tony Ferguson won was against Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Okay? And I love Tony Ferguson, but I think he's at that point where this might be it. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and Benil Dariush is really good. He has a good team. Benil looks like he's maybe 67, but he's actually like 28 or something like that, 30, something like that. He's really young. Yeah. So, I mean, I just feel like I think the tide's turning. Tony Ferguson, I know he's with a team. I know he's at wild card because we get some of his coaches and shit in at super rare, but
spill the beans, bro.
Unfortunately, and he's looking good, supposedly. He's training a lot. He's been doing a lot in Big Bear, and he comes down with Freddie and them and trains with Freddie. It's just, I mean, I feel like everybody that beat Donald Cowboy Cerrone last goes to lose. Because, like, remember Darren Till? He beat Donald Cerrone. Got beat by Tyron Woodley. Conor McGregor beat Donald Cerrone, went and got beat up by everybody in the fucking lightweight division, but everybody claims that he's still the great, but he's literally not. He needs to leave my sport and I'm fighting again.
Okay, so
and Tony Ferguson beat Donald Cowboy Cerrone in his last 2 fights in a row. So my pick at the end of the day, Benil Dariush.
Is it Benil or Benel?
Benil.
I've heard it.
Benil.
I said Benil.
I think he's one of those guys that just doesn't mind either way. He's just real cool about it.
And he gets knockouts. Nick, tell us who's winning.
Benil Dariush.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to win.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll say. It's just, he's dangerous everywhere. He has an amazing ground game. He has knockout power. He could take a fucking shot, dude. He could take a punch to the face and he could weather a storm. But I just feel like the damage that Tony Ferguson has accrued over the past, let's just say 2 fights, not including his wins, he has accrued a lot of damage in his whole UFC career. And I think the older you get, he's 37, he's accrued a lot of damage. So I feel like that's a recipe for, a real tough ending of your career. And I feel like for Tony Ferguson, we're getting close to that. There's a good shot he might win. I feel like it's like a 60-40, I think. But I think 60-40, to Beneil Dariush.
All right. There you guys have it. Next pick. We got 2 for Beneil. Grandmaster. Where are we going with this one?
I think
Where are we going?
I think people love Tony Ferguson mainly because of.
Do you personally love him?
Not at all.
There we go. That's the truth.
Yeah.
This is a biased pick.
Habib.
Everyone, keep in mind this is a biased pick. Continue.
He's from Oxford. Where's Oxford, bro? Yeah. I eat you in Street
What
Fighter.
is this? I think people like him because of the wars that he's been in, the blood, he almost lost, but now he won, and it's exciting, and it's very like WWF, and people love to go through the emotion of those kind of battles. But yeah, there is that wear and tear, and I think because of the main reason people love him, that is what has come back to bite him. He has kind of worn down over the years because he's put those shows on. And I do think he kind of has that thing like Ronda Rousey and like Conor, where there was so much hype in their head and I'm like, I'm so amazing. And then when they finally lose, they're like, oh no, I can be beat. And then they just keep getting beat. And then it's like you can never fully recover and get back to that state. I also think Dariush is going to win because he looks like that guy from Grey's Anatomy. And I think it's funny. He looks like Patrick
McDreamy.
McDreamy?
I think that's what they call him. I don't know.
This is how
okay.
you know.
I think that's what they call him. I don't know.
Hey, this is how you know. This is how you
Watch
know.
this show, bro.
He gets a post with McDreamy on the side.
Hey, this is how you know Vincent hates Tony Ferguson, bro. And this is how you know anybody hates anybody if they use this reference. When they damn well know it's called WWE, but they compare him to WWF. Like he has literal action figures in the background of WWE.
I refuse to conform. I will keep WWF alive forever. I'm so mad that they bent the knee to those stupid people with the Animal Channel or whatever.
Who gives a shit,
What?
dude?
Sounds like a boring story.
But I do respect your love for wrestling.
Who you got, Gil? Who the fuck
This
you got?
is why you guys are all wrong.
Oh my God, here we go.
So what we're looking at is something I know. I hate this happened, but Beneil is coming off a split decision, correct? Tony's coming off 2 losses. Tony's at the end of his career. He needs a win. Very motivated, working at wild card. He's got some new people around his corner. He had some time to rest. I think you're going to see a Tony that is going to be a little more cautious, going to be a little more precise. And I think he's going to take it to the ground. Immediately going to take it to the ground. Second, Beneil coming off a split decision, looking so great. I've been hyped on him. I want him to win, but I think he's going to lose for this one reason. He talked about his mentor in his last fight, who passed away. Some stuff came out about his mentor in regards to sexual allegations, and that guy was everything in his life. So I don't think he's going to have. He's going to be. You can look it up later. He's going to be in a mental state that I don't think is good. It's unfortunate because, yeah, it's unfortunate. So I think he's not going to be the Beneil, the free-spirited. He's going to have a lot of weight on his shoulders. And that weight is going to bring him to the ground. He's going to get choked out with a Darce choke. You're welcome.
Man, that's
And it's
sad.
called
sorry.
NWO.
NWO.
Which means
WCW.
shout out to Rey Mysterio, though.
Ooh, hey, yeah, I know. Huh?
Dead? Is he dead?
I don't think so.
Yo, bro.
Hey, y'all, do y'all remember when like they had like the WWE people like make a rap CD and like Rey Mysterio rap?
Remember
was just
Bow
Booker
Wow
T.
Wow Arriba la Raza all day,
Yeah,
every
bro.
day,
Yeah.
Conan.
What's the guy that's like I spit in the face of people who Carlito or whatever?
Carlito.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember that.
dude, who was the big
He's more old,
Hispanic guy? What
Eddie
was his
Guerrero?
name? Yeah, Eddie Guerrero. They all have rap songs.
Eddie
Wrong?
How you not know
There's
his
a-
name, bro?
There's a
Yeah.
Show some
Seriously.
respect, bro.
bro. There's so many Eddies in this world, bro. Like it's just like
Hey, man, there's also a bunch of
Name
Davids
'em.
and Johns.
Name them. Name all the Eddies. Go.
Eddie Jackson, Eddie Bravo, Eddie Montez, Eddie Lantes, Eddie Contes.
Shut up. All right.
Ed and Eddie.
Let's get to
Exactly.
our next fight.
Contes.
We have Jack Hermanson, Edmund Shabazian, which is canceled. Push back to next week.
Cool.
All right. Unfortunately, I think one of them got COVID. Was that what it was?
Mhm.
Someone got
The
COVID.
new replacement fight is between Matt Schnell and Rogerio Bontorin.
Are those real guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
Bontorin.
I like
I'm
Matt
looking
Schnell.
around
Hey,
my
we're
room.
all picking Matt Schnell. For that. It's all good. All right, let's get to guys. Quick picks for this. Just give me the names. We have Caitlin, Nick's favorite fighter, Chakugian versus Vivian Araujo. Is that how do you say that name? What the
Araujo.
Araujo. Araujo. Alex, we'll start with you first. Give me one name and one sentence. Go.
Based off of the last people's opponents, since they both won, I'm going to go with Caitlin Chukagian.
Ooh, Nick.
Is that how you say it?
Chukagian.
I don't know.
Chukagian.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chukagian.
Interesting. Vincent Vera, the fifth.
I'm gonna go with Araujo because if her name's hard, she must be hard.
Oh, shit.
And guess what? You both are wrong, and Vincent's right. I'm going with the name that sounds harder.
And her hair looks wet as fuck.
Ooh,
Wet hair
so
is
much-
very true.
edit
so much
that out.
mousse in her hair.
That was weird.
She's always running late.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm talking about? There's some women that their hair always just looks wet and shit, like with the mousse. Like that's
Hey,
what
what
her
do
hair
you
looks
You
like.
women,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
Take that
whoa,
toxic
dude.
masculinity out.
Whoa.
Take
what
that
do you
Bro,
toxic
do,
I
women,
love it. I think
bro?
the hair looks beautiful, but there is specific, like, Vincent knows what I'm talking about. That's why he's down there laughing.
I don't know that.
He's like, that's like my wife.
And usually it smells good too, bro. It smells like that good, like, maybe it's Maybelline. Like that shampoo, that shit smells so
I was gonna
good.
say Fabuloso, but yeah.
All right, guys, and we have
You can use it
also
for both. Shit.
we got our boy. This is great. Edson Barboza back in the fight game with Shane Hardhead Burgos. What do you guys got for this? Vincent, hit me with it. You going with your boy Shane? Yeah, you are.
To say Shane, I want Edson Barboza to win, but I think he's on his way to 1FC. I think it's gonna be Shane Burgos.
Oh my God, relegation to 1FC. Nick, what do you got?
I got Shane. I think purely because he has typically the better boxing.
Yeah.
And I think Edson usually has, typically speaking, he has a harder time with pretty good boxers. But this fight is a fucking banger, dude. Like,
It
I
is.
think it can go either way, but I would put a bet on Shane Burgos.
Oh wow, Alex, what do you got for me? Hit me, Fabulosa.
And this is why they're both wrong.
Oh, shit.
When there's a fight with Edson Barboza and it's just a striking fight, Edson
Thank
Barboza
you.
doesn't lose. AKA Dan Hooker. Everybody thought, oh, Dan Hooker, he's a striker. Okay. Edson Barboza finna hit him with that body kick.
The
You know what I'm saying? Viva la raza, baby. Let's go. Edson Barboza.
What?
But you gotta remember the last person Edson Barboza beat, Donald Cerrone. Nah, I don't know.
Hey, I was just making a face. Hey, I was just making a face and secretly moving my mouse over. I'm like, wait, hold up. Did he actually?
Donald actually knocked him out with the jab. You guys remember that?
You
Yep,
cut
I do.
Oh, dang
Yep.
it.
That'd be
Knocked
funny
him
if
out
you
with
cut
the jab.
back. If you like looked at his Wikipedia, it's just 5 last fights are all against Donald Cerrone.
Oh, yeah.
Here's why Alex was right, but then I looked up Barbosa's record, and this is why Alex is now wrong. The guy is 1-4, and Alex, you said every time he fights a striker, he wins. Out of the last 4, he fought Justin Gaethje, Paul Felder, and Dan Ige. Those are 3 strikers, my guy. Also,
Okay, the Dan Hooker, he won. Okay,
Justin
Gaethje
Gaethje.
lost.
What are you
I know
talking about?
Gaethje knocked him out, but the Paul Felder fight, this close right here, literally this close.
Hey, but then zoom up. It says Paul Felder won.
I know, but bro, I love Paul Felder, but
Okay, then it's Dan Ige.
again, bro,
Are you
that
sick?
fight was so close. No, that fight, bro,
Oh.
all these fights he could have got the nod. 100%.
But did he get the nod against these strikers that you? I'm only saying this
In my
because
heart-
your main point is that when he goes against strikers, he wins.
in my heart,
There we go. And
This is like that awkward vibe when Fabia's telling him to say his name.
I'm like, here's the deal, dude. Joshua Fabia told me that Edson's gonna win. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
And then I like how Joshua Fabia, when he talks, he always does this. He rubs his face.
Oh man. All right, guys. I just want to give a quick shout out to some of the other fights on this card. Ronaldo Souza. He's in the game, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Jacare is back in the game. He's headlining
also-
the ESPN Plus, and also Lando Venata is back in there as well.
Antonina Shevchenko, she's
Yeah,
fighting as well.
But she's fighting Andrea Lee, who's a very good striker, very long and lengthy,
And her
almost
nickname
confused her
is
for
what?
Colby Northcutt.
And Gina Mazzani is fighting Priscilla Kohara, who looks like she probably could have been an American Me.
Damn, fool.
Damn.
One of the essays, fool. You went to Chola, fool.
La primera lives.
La primera, fool. Hey, watch you go look at this shit, bro. Tell me she could not, like, right here. This one right here. Tell me, like, bro, she definitely was part of La Primera.
Zoom in,
Zoom
bro.
in.
I don't know how on this computer. I'm going to Apple.
Pachuca.
Right there. There you go. You see her? Bro, she hella has that. She hella has the hand tattoo that they give each other, bro.
Damn.
In her fighter picture, she's squatting down, fool. Like,
Are these both?
She like this. She's leaning back and
she's
shit.
like, what's up?
Both their faces are the same. One just has longer hair. It's wild.
And
I don't
Gina,
leave
this
to leave.
She is the girlfriend of Tim Elliott, who I really like, actually.
Wait, for real?
Tim Elliott?
Yeah, Gina Mazzani is
Wow. Cool.
Hey, if you love him so much, why don't you go marry him, dude?
And that is our show. Guys, I hope you guys like those picks. I hope those picks help you. They are 100% accurate. You will win money if you use all those picks. Shout out to DraftKings. Hit us up.
Don't do that.
Guys, any final shout outs to the MMA world and MMA community? I'm going to throw it to Alex and we'll go around in a circle. Just anything you want to say to the MMA world. Go ahead. Even Joshua Fabia, if you have a comment for him.
MMA world. If you haven't seen American Me, because I watched it for the first time last week, go watch it because it's actually fucking good. It's a really good movie. Also, everybody just pray for Diego that he gets out of this situation of this guy, because this guy is an actual leech. He's actually taken over his life. And I think there needs to be more people saying this over and over and over again for Diego to finally realize, like, maybe I should listen to somebody else except Joshua Fabia, who's just going to make me hang upside down and punch me in my fucking forehead.
Nick, do you have an announcement or a shout out to the MMA community and world?
You know what? Shout out to, my boy Conor McGregor. I'm sure that he's pretty upset with the remarks that Alex has said about him.
Yeah.
And because of that, because you alienate Conor McGregor so hard. He's on Twitter talking. He's answering questions for his fans. He's saying he wants to be in the Joe Rogan podcast. And I feel like now, because you're being so biased towards Conor, he's never going to do We Out Here MMA.
Apologize right now. Apologize right now.
Apologize.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex. Yep.
Oh, shit. When you guys talk about Conor, my mind just goes off.
Wow. All right, Vincent. Do you have a message to the MMA world, MMA community, the MMA universe?
I have one thing that I've been wanting to say to the MMA world for a long time now. And I'm talking about MMA.
Get off your chest, bro. Get off your chest, bro.
Say it, bro.
Make your subscribers public. I'm talking about MMA World, the channel. What are you hiding?
I know, fool.
Make it public.
Is there a channel?
Is that Jesse or is that Vincent, bro?
I know, bro.
I sometimes like that channel.
Yeah.
That's just Vincent. Just Vincent. That's both
You
of
know
them
that channel, MMA World? They're like the biggest MMA channel. They get like the most views, and they won't say what there's. Oh, now I look like an idiot.
It says right there, 904.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
Now I look like an idiot.
Now we're keeping this in, and we're slow motioning this whole part.
Now I'm even madder at them.
904.
And they say, hey, Vincent, it says 904.
904K.
Can you give me the Morgan Freeman?
Hey, you dropped your apple.
That was the moment when he dropped his squishy apple.
Okay. Well, let me say another thing to the community then. FreeDiego. I think it's impossible that anybody out there wouldn't know him or have some kind of connection to him. Somebody has to know him. And like someone was mentioning earlier, it's weird. Like, of all the people in his life, he doesn't have at least one person that he would actually take serious and listen to. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy is part of it too is probably like Joshua has probably built himself into Diego's life as the number one. So anytime Diego's like, I'm gonna go somewhere else, he's like, dude, that person is gonna backstab you, which is unfortunate. That Diego.
You know what? Can I say one more thing? This is my final thing.
Do you want to know how many subscribers MMA World has? 904.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Instead of saying FreeDiego, how about that new hashtag should be Assault Fabia?
Jesus. Huh? Do you want to get sued for sending out an assault on?
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, just a general
hashtag.
Like, Yeah, general hashtag.
That does remind me of, I would never dare to exploit the Diego Sanchez situation. I did release a video earlier today on all my pages regarding the situation, if you just want to watch it for context. But I do think, like, I don't want to support any assault. I have not yet turned my company into an LLC, so don't sue me yet. But I do want to say that it can be funny, and I am exploiting it a little, but it's also very sad. So please, someone free Diego.
Yeah. But also have the world's smallest microphone, and then 2, get an LLC so you can not pay so many taxes. You know?
Yeah, it's really burning me right now because I was trying to get a house, and everyone's like, "Are you kidding? Get a real job." So
I just formed an LLC, and it's quite easy. So just do it.
Really?
Just do it. Yeah, it's quite easy.
All right.
Alex, hit us with the question of the day.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
Does anyone have one? Vincent, do you have a question of the day?
Does it have to be MMA related?
It has to be whatever your heart desires related. Like, does anyone have information on forming an LLC?
I'm too nervous. Can I pass it to Nick? I'm not ready either.
Here. Everyone, well, here, this is the game here. So we're going to Alex, me, Nick, Vincent. We're going to go one word at a time. We'll form a question. It's an improv game. Yes, I used to do workshops. Alex, start the first word.
Do.
Fuck. People
Vincent.
Think
That
Joshua
labia
is
going
to
become
an assault victim.
That's all. Oh, wow. That is interesting.
That's 2 words.
That was 3 words. But you know what?
Sorry.
We'll stop it right there because Nick's that's the biggest I've ever seen Nick's eyes open up, and that's a win for everyone here. Shout out to Singapore! Do
I look normal like this?
Yeah, keep doing it all the time. You look like
shoot all my videos.
You
like
look
that.
an American. You look like an American now, and I love that about you, guys.
Cool,
make sure you
man.
follow Nick at Nick the Ear Dunn and follow all his eye content. Also, make sure you follow Alec Acosta. He streams on Twitch as well. It's very fun to be there. Also, this guy can squat 500 pounds. Hopefully, he documents that. And guys, also Vincent, Grandmaster, where do we see all this content? Even the new Joshua Labia video.
my biggest following is on YouTube, but please everyone follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to get that.
Oh shit!
How many followers are you on there?
I have like 120.
Hey, you gotta talk into the mic like
bro.
David did.
No, like 120.
Okay, and then so let's get him to 200. I guess. I mean, this guy's asking us like, "Oh man, I'm trying to get a house. How do I make my money?" I know. I'll make a TikTok.
Well, YouTube doesn't pay me, so I'll try TikTok.
Our boy Vincent got bars, bro. Y'all saw that little track he dropped, bro?
What was it?
He dropped a whole rap track featuring Snoop Dogg, baby. That
Link
shit
down,
kinda
link down
The
below.
collab.
Though.
Link
Thank
down
you,
below, guys.
Thank you for falling in and out of love. Thank you.
Also, just a reminder, guys, we will be doing a live stream. We'll be doing a watch party this weekend on Saturday with the boys. Hopefully, Vince can jump on and join us a little bit later once he's
My
done.
daughter has a soccer game that night.
She's got a soccer game, guys. So
Tournament,
you know what?
I guess. In-house tournament. Shit.
It's the Euro League she's in. But guys, streaming this Saturday, UFC 262, 7 o'clock, main event. Be there with us. Link down below in the description. We love you so much. Follow us at Out Here MMA.
Alex has something to say.
Go ahead,
Breaking
Alex.
news. I know some people might know, but Alan Joban just officially
Retired.
made his retirement from MMA.
Guess what? Knew that literally 5 months ago.
I know because I told you.
Clap your hands and clap the cheeks. The cheek be your ass, just squeak, squeak, squeak. Clap the hands and clap the cheeks. When you clap the ass, it goes squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeaky, squeak, squeak, the squeak, squeak.